So 1111 is a portal. It is a gateway that represents higher consciousness. And I've got my dog doing something in the background here. So he's playing with the cat. So 1111 is a portal. It's a gateway that signifies that we're stepping into higher consciousness awareness, that it's an acceleration of manifestation. We are stepping into something beyond human comprehension, beyond the six senses. So it signifies that we are tapping into synchronicity, that we are receiving messages from our higher dimensional self, and it signifies that we are aligning with our God consciousness or universal consciousness. So take and pick what it is that means the most to you, right? So if you notice numbers like 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12 numbers, those have certain frequencies to them. And to be honest, let's say if I see 555, right, repeating numbers, I just look it up. And it's enough for me to know that those numbers are a communication from the above, that, you know, be it angels, be it masters, spirit guides, it's a communication, it's a conversation with the universe. Actually, that's a book that I bought in the beginning of this, you know, many years ago. That's a book that I picked up because no one could really understand what I was going through. I felt so alone in that discovery of my higher self. So, and also in the beginning, I made an agreement, and you might want to consider this too, that I only consent to the highest frequency of light, right? Because we're moving into the unknown, and that's my own agreement. And it's up to you to share that. But, you know, that means for me, angels, and mostly angels that I talk to, and aspects of myself that I'm ready to receive and bring into manifestation in the physical. And so once you find your meaning, your own meaning to 1111, whether it's a sign from the universe, whether it's a communication from the angels, to me, it's both. It means alignment with your higher self, with your higher consciousness, with your multidimensional awarenesses and expressions. And once you start seeing 1111s, it means it got your attention. Now you're aware. Now you're aware of a whole new side of you, a whole new aspect of you, and more synchronicities and proofs of synchronicity are coming into your awareness on a more regular basis, and they keep coming and coming and coming. And then it's up to you to follow that 1111, which is a portal, a gateway to higher consciousness. So today, 11/11, November 11, right? Let's activate ease and grace and flow. Let's activate oneness with higher consciousness, right? So when you start experiencing this alignment, you have that sense that you are not alone, that you are fully supported, that the universe has your back, that the universe is conspiring to bring to you what it is that you deeply, deeply, deeply desire. And so, and sometimes it means redirecting you and taking you, extracting you out of where you are at to bring you to where you need to be. Your soul awakens when it's time, right? Not when the mind decides, right? So when it's time, and sometimes it feels like, oh my God, you know, WTF universe. And then you start seeing 11/11, it just means that it's okay. The universe has got your back. You're in the right path to keep going, right? So it's really a sign that an awakening is happening, and that you are awakening to your higher expression. And sometimes you know it, and this was the part that that drove me crazy. I knew it. I knew there was a shift happening inside of me, but I couldn't articulate it. It was so hard to describe. You can't put words into it, but you can tell by your own vibration, by your own resonance, that even though you don't know what's going on, you have that certainty, you have that knowing, you are more receptive, you are more allowing of life to come through to you as you. And so despite the resistance, despite the I don't know, it's so hard, I'm scared, right? What if people think I'm crazy? 1111s and angel numbers are there to really guide you along the way and to let you know you are on the path. So very briefly, let's utilize the power of today, 1111 here in Australia, where Vanessa is. And so let's power up your imagination, right? Again, this is beyond the mind's comprehension. So you really have to reach up, 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 up. You really reach up to open the gateway and to say yes, 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 yes to higher possibilities, to higher expression, to new experiences, to new possibilities, and reach up and bring it in your body and really physicalize it and really anchor it in and feel the freedom. Oh my God, that there's this new way of being that awaits me when we activate this 1111. We're utilizing, this is a very powerful day today, right? So just feel that, notice the vibration, notice that your allowance of what's about to happen. And don't judge it, don't squash it, don't deny it, don't dismiss it, just simply open up to it. You know, don't try to analyze it or justify anything. Just open up, open up, open up. That's all we're doing here. Just open up to the possibility of a higher self, higher beingness, right? And now, when you open up that power, that higher possibility in you, you are also opening up resistances. And again, don't judge it. Just simply be curious and open up that, oh my God, right? Let's activate first. Let's activate truth and compassion, because now it will reveal how you've been limiting yourself all this time. It will reveal that you yourself are going against your own way to step into the magnificence, your higher expressions and all that. So when you open up to 1111, you're also opening up to the shadows that is bringing you down, that is trapping you into lower consciousness. And so we need to activate truth and compassion so that all clears out, so that when the shadow reveals itself, you have compassion and alignment with truth to see it through. Because the ego's resistance, the mind's resistance is powerful. Its job is to keep you the same so that you do not expose yourself into danger of the unknown, right? But that's all, again, 1111 means we're stepping into the unknown. We're stepping into higher possibilities beyond the mind's comprehension. So don't be afraid of the devil inside. Don't be afraid of the devil inside, because once you look into where the separation inside, where the shadows are hiding, that brings so much spiritual liberation that will release you to more and more freedom to become the you that you were meant to be. So where you were once afraid of and running away from now becomes the bridge manifesting the more of you that you are meant to be. And so now that you've welcomed the possibilities and you've welcomed the shadow aspects to reveal themselves, you can now create a space of healing and reconciliation where before you may have felt conflicted and separated inside and feeling broken. And now let's activate clarity. Breathe that in. Let's bring in clarity and enlightenment and oneness with this higher consciousness, that right here with clarity, you are not simply wishing your dreams. You are now activating your higher realization of your soul, what your soul came here to do. Okay, what your soul came here to contribute. And so feel into what clarity and enlightenment feels like, what it looks like to you, and feel into what oneness feels, what flow means. What is this merge with higher consciousness look like and feel like? What does that feel like? And just bring that in and open up to it. That's all we're doing here. We're just opening up to it, right? And now that you've activated clarity and enlightenment, bring in divine knowing. This is what we need to really access our multidimensionality and higher seeing and higher powers and higher expressions of our human consciousness. So the human is now merging with divine consciousness. And so feel into that possibility, into the energy of that. When you are one with divine knowing, right? And now let's activate fierce protection. And what do I mean by that? Protection has different levels of energy or vibration to it. And so when you feel into the energy of protection, know the difference inside of you when that protection is coming from fear power versus soul power. So fear power is when you're protecting something because you're afraid it's going to be taken from you. You're afraid you're going to lose it. You're afraid you never had it, right? So there's that struggle and lack consciousness happening there. That's not the protection that we are activating here. We are activating the fierce protection that now that you are aligned with 1111, that there's higher possibility available to you, right? And now you are fiercely protecting that you do not go out of alignment again, that you do not go out of integrity with your own soul. Does that make sense? So it's a different level, it's a different vibration of protection. Now you are protecting your soul beingness. You are in integrity with your light, with your truth, with your deeper compassion, and you are really protecting that, so that when you are behind the wheel, you fell asleep and you got knocked unconscious, you wake up, you know exactly how to snap back into alignment and never again say yes to say self-abandonment, self-betrayal, anywhere you were playing small, playing victim. We say hell no to that, and only saying yes, fiercely protecting our divine knowing, our divine alignment, our soul power embodiment. I hope that makes sense. It's a fierceness that this is who we are. I will never again stray from this pure essence and this pure expression of my highest beingness. Okay? And so 11/11 is a powerful day. So if you said yes to any of those activations, say yes to your dreams and possibilities, say yes to truth and compassion even when your shadows show up, say yes to healing anywhere you are separated from your center, from your soul. Say yes to fierce protection, say yes to clarity and enlightenment and divine knowing. When you say yes to any of those activations, do not be surprised if if you get new insights and perspectives that come to awareness when you least expect it. When the mind is relaxed, and not fighting, not on guard, right? When it's relaxed, it's more receptive. Sometimes a lot of this will happen during sleep. A lot of the integration, a lot of the new insight will come into a dream, or when you're sleeping, or when you're taking a shower and all that. So when you align with the activation of this portal to higher consciousness, just become aware of the signs, and try not to separate yourself from it. Try not to judge it. Try not to minimize it, and just, oh, how cute, stay in the energy of curiosity and open up to the more and more of who you are.